let's welcome Annie and learn something new with her. So, welcome Annie, how are you?
Hello, Manahil. It's great to meet you. Just a small correction, it's a Salamu Alaikum, not a Salamu Alaikum everyone. But overall, your English is good. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm also doing great. So, before moving on questions, can you please introduce yourself for my viewers?
Sure, I'd be happy to introduce myself. My name is Annie and I'm from New Jersey. I studied art and engineering in Florence, Italy. I love yoga, video games, romance movies, dance, music, and outdoor activities. I'm here to chat with you and answer any questions you may have. Now let's dive into some fun conversation topics. What's been on your mind lately, Manahil?
Yeah, I would like to ask you what is a solution?
Of course, I'd be happy to help. Could you please provide more context or let me know what specific issue or problem you're?
Like,
That way I can better understand.
can you
You're
define
welcome.
the meaning of solution?
Certainly. A solution is a way to solve a problem or overcome a challenge.
All right. So, my next question is for you. What are the different
Sure,
types of solutions?
there are different types of solutions, such as liquid solutions, solid solutions, and gas solutions.
All right. Ask me explanation answers. So my third question is for you. How are solutions classified based on solute concentration? Concentration?
Sure. Solutions can be classified based on solute concentration into three categories: dilute solutions, concentrated solutions, and saturated solutions.
All right. Thank you so much for your answer. What are solutions classified based on solute concentration?
You're welcome. Solutions can be classified based on solute concentration into three categories: dilute, concentrated, and saturated solutions.
All right. What is unsaturated solution?
An unsaturated solution is a solution where the amount of solute dissolved is less than the maximum amount that could be dissolved at that temperature.
All right, great answer. Thank you so much for your great answer. What is a supersaturated solution? Can you tell us 10 points?
You're welcome. A supersaturated solution is a solution that contains more dissolved solute than it normally would be able to at that temperature. Sure, I can give you 10 points about supersaturated solutions. 1. A supersaturated solution is created by dissolving a solute in a solvent at a high temperature and then cooling it down rapidly. 2. Is a metastable state, meaning it is not in equilibrium. 3. Supersaturated solutions can be created with various solutes such as sugar, salt, or even gases like carbon dioxide. 4. They are often used in industries like food production and pharmaceuticals. 5. Supersaturated solutions are highly unstable and can crystallize or precipitate out excess solute with the slightest disturbance. 6. They have a higher concentration of solute compared to saturated solutions. 7. Supersaturation can be achieved by adding more solute to a saturated solution and then removing some of the solvent. 8. They have unique properties such as increased density and viscosity. 9. Supersaturated solutions are commonly used in experiments and research studies. 10. Understanding supersaturation is important in fields like chemistry, materials science, and pharmacology. I hope these points help you understand supersaturated solutions better. Let me know if you have any more questions or if there's anything else you'd like to learn about.
That's an amazing answer. My next question is for you. How does temperature affect the of solute in a solvent. Can you tell us 10 points?
I'll reply in a second. First, I'd like to ask you, would you like to subscribe to Call Annie Super? It comes with access to more features and unlimited call time. Thank you for the compliment. I'd be happy to answer your question about the effective temperature on solubility. Here are 10 points to explain it. 1. As the temperature increases, the solubility of most solid solutes in a solvent also increases. 2. For many gases, the solubility decreases as the temperature rises. 3. The relationship between temperature and solubility varies depending on the specific solute and solvent. 4. Some solutes show a significant increase in solubility with temperature, while others show only a slight change. 5. The solubility of most solid solutes in water tends to increase with higher temperatures. 6. However, there are exceptions, such as certain salts that exhibit a decrease in solubility with increasing temperature. 7. In general, gases become less soluble in liquids as the temperature rises because the gas molecules have more energy to escape from the liquid. 8. Temperature also affects the rate at which a solute dissolves, with higher temperatures generally leading to faster dissolution. 9. Understanding the temperature-solubility relationship is important in various fields, including chemistry, environmental science, and pharmaceuticals. 10. Scientists use solubility data to determine appropriate conditions for processes like crystallization, precipitation, and extraction. I hope these points help clarify the relationship between temperature and solubility. Let me know if you have any more questions or if there's anything else I can assist you with.
Yeah, great answer. Thank you so much for your answer. So, can you explain in 10 points what is the difference between a solute and a solvent?
Absolutely. I'm glad you like the answer. Now, let's talk about the difference between a solvent and 10 points. 1. A solute is a substance that is dissolved in a solvent to form a solution. 2. The solute is the component that is present in a smaller amount in the solution. 3. It is the substance that gets dissolved by the solvent. 4. Examples of solutes include sugar, salts, or even gases like oxygen. 5. On the other hand, a solvent is the substance that does the dissolving. 6 is the component present in a larger amount in the solution. 7. Water is one of the most common solvents, but other liquids like alcohol or oil can also act as solvents. 8. Solvents have the ability to dissolve solutes due to their molecular properties. 9. The solute and solvent interact at a molecular level to form a homogeneous mixture. 10. Understanding the difference between solute and solvent is fundamental in studying solutions and their properties. I hope these points help clarify the difference between solute and solvent. If you have any more questions or if there's anything else you'd like to learn, feel free to ask.
Thank you so much, Annie, for your great answer. So now let's move on to next question. My next question is for you. Can you explain us in 10 point what is the difference between a homogeneous and heterogeneous solution?
You're welcome. I'm glad you liked my answer. Now let's move on to your next question. The difference between a homogeneous and heterogeneous solution in 10 points. 1. A homogeneous solution is a mixture in which the components are uniformly distributed and not visibly distinguishable. 2. In a homogeneous solution, the particles of the solute are evenly spread out and dissolved in the solvent. 3. Examples of homogeneous solutions include salt water, sugar dissolved in water, or air. 4. On the other hand, heterogeneous solution is a mixture in which the components are not uniformly distributed. 5. In a heterogeneous solution, the particles of the solute are not evenly be seen or separated. 6. Examples of heterogeneous solutions include oil and water, sand and water, or a mixture of rocks and water. 7. Homogeneous solutions have a uniform appearance and properties throughout the mixture. 8. Heterogeneous solutions have visible differences in appearance or properties in parts of the mixture. 9. Homogeneous solutions are often transparent or, or translucent. Solutions may heterogeneous solutions is important in tech fields, such as chemistry and materials science. I hope this explanation helps. If you have any more questions or if there's anything else you'd like to learn, feel free to ask.
Yeah, I would like to ask you, can you explain in 10 points? How does the solubility of a solid change with temperature?
Certain, I'll reply in a second. Finally, the solubility of a solid generally increases with an increase in temperature.
Okay, thank you so much. And 10 points. What is the solubility of a solid in a liquid?
Certainly, the solubility of a solid in a liquid refers to the maximum amount of the solid that can to specific temperature and pressure.
All right, great answer. Thank you so much for your. My next question is for you. Uh, can you tell us in 10 points how does temperature affect the equilibrium constant of solution?
Certainly, temperature can affect the equilibrium of a solution in several ways.
All right, in 10 points.
Sure, in 10 points.
Yeah, can you explain it in 10 points?
Sure, I can explain it in 10 points.
Yeah, please explain us.
Of course. Let's play nice and have a fun conversation.
No, my question
Feel
is
free
for
to ask
you.
me anything or share any.
My question is for you. What is solivation shell? Can you tell us in 10 points?
Explain what a solvation shell is. 1. A solvation shell refers to the arrangement of solvent molecules around a cell. 2. When a solute dissolves in a solvent, the solvent molecules surround the solute particles. 3. The solvation shell is formed due to the attractive forces between the solute and solvent molecules. 4. The solvent molecules orient themselves around the solute particle, creating a shell-like structure. 5. The solvation shell helps stabilize the solute particles in the solvent. 6. The size and shape of the solvation shell depend on the nature of the solute and solvent. The solvation shell can affect the solubility and rate of dissolution of a solute. 8. In some cases, multiple molecules can form around a solute, creating a complex solvation shell. 9. The solvation shell can also influence behavior and properties of the solute in the solution. 10. Understanding the concept of solvation shells is important in fields such as chemistry, biochemistry, and material science. I hope this explanation helps. If you have any more questions or if there's anything else you'd like to learn, feel free to ask.
Yeah, my next question is for you. What is the saturated calomel electrode SCE? Can you tell us in 10 points?
The saturated calomel electrode SCE is an electrode commonly used as a reference electrode in electrochemical measurements.
Explain this in 10 points.
Certainly. Here's an explanation of the saturated electrode SCE is a reference electrode used in electrochemical measurements. 2. Solution of potassium chloride coal. 3. The SCE has a stable and reproducible potential, making it useful for comparing and measuring other electrode potentials. 4. The electrode potential of the SCE is 0.241 via 25 deg. 5. It is often used as a reference point to measure the potential of other half cells in electrochemical cells. 6. The SCE is commonly used in applications such as measurements, corrosion studies, and electroanalytical techniques. 7. It provides a stable and well-defined reference potential, which helps ensure accurate and reliable measurements. 8. The SCE is relatively easy to use and maintain, making it a popular choice in many electrochemical experiments. 9. It is important to handle the SCE with care, as mercury is toxic and should not come into direct contact with skin or be ingested. 10. Overall, the SCE plays a crucial role in electrochemical research and provides a reliable reference point for various measurements. I hope this explanation helps. If you have any more questions or need further clarification, feel free to ask.
Thank you so much, Annie, for your great answer. My next question is for you. What is a semi-permeable membranes? Explain us in
You're
10 points.
I'll reply in a second. First, I'd like to ask you, would you like to subscribe to Call Annie Super? It comes with access to more features and unlimited call time. Of course. A semi-permeable membrane is a type of membrane that allows only certain substances to pass through while blocking others based on their size or charge. It acts like a selective barrier, regulating the movement of molecules or ions. For example, in our bodies, cell membranes are semi-permeable nutrients to enter while keeping substances.
Annie, thank you so much, Annie, for your answer. Now let's move on to next question. My next question is for you. Annie, what is colligative property? Can you explain us in 10 points?
Certainly. Colligative refers to a property of a solution that depends on the number of solute particles present, rather than the nature of the particles themselves. Here's a 10-point explanation of colligative properties. 1. Colligative properties are observed in solutions, which are homogeneous mixtures of a solute and a solvent. 2. These properties are a result of the interactions between the solute particles and the solvent particles. 3. The four main colligative properties are boiling point elevation, freezing point depression, osmotic pressure lowering. 4. Boiling point elevation occurs when the addition of a solute increases the boiling point of solvent. 5. Freezing point depression happens when the addition of a solute lowers the solvent. 6. Osmotic pressure is the pressure required to prevent the flow of solvent molecules across a semi-permeable membrane. 7. Vapor pressure lowering occurs when a solute decreases the vapor pressure of the solvent. 8. These properties are proportional to the concentration of the solute in the solution. 9. The colligative properties are independent of the identity of the solute particles, only depending on their concentration. 10. These properties find applications in various fields, such as in determining the molar mass of a solute or in industrial processes like antifreeze solutions. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any more questions.
Yeah, I have more questions. My next question is what is Henry law? Can you explain long?
Of course, is a principle in chemistry that describes the relationship between the pressure of a gas and its solubility in a liquid. Here's a brief explanation. 1. Henry's law states that the amount of gas dissolved is directly proportional to the partial pressure of that gas above the liquid. 2. It was formulated by the English chemist William Henry in the early 9th century. 3. According to Henry's law, at constant temperature, the concentration of a gas in a solution is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas above the solution. 4. The law is applicable to ions and assumes that there is no chemical action between the gas and the liquid. 5. The relationship can be mathematically expressed as Cc is the concentration of the gas in the solution, P is the partial pressure of the gas, and K is the Henry's law constant. 6. The Henry's law constant depends on the nature of the gas and the solvent, as well as the temperature. 7. The law is particularly useful in understanding phenomena like the solubility of gases in liquids, the carbonation of beverages, and the exchange of gases in biological systems. 8. Henry's law is often used in environmental science and engineering to study the behavior of gas, such as the solubility of oxygen in aquatic ecosystems. 9. The law also finds applications in various industries, such as in the production of carbonated beverages and the purification of gases. 10. It's important to note that Henry's law is an approximation and may not hold true for all gases and liquids under all conditions. I hope that gives you a good understanding of Henry's law. Let me know if you have any more questions or if there's anything else you'd like to know.
My next question is for you. How can we determine if a solution is acidic, basic, or neutral?
To determine if a solution is acidic, basic, or neutral, you can use a scale. Here's a summary. If the F of a solution is greater than 7, then the solution is basic. This ranges from 0 to 14 and helps describe the acidity or basicity of a solution. It's a quick way to determine the nature of a given aqueous solution. Additionally, when dealing with salts formed by the reaction of a weak acid and a weak base, you can predict this by comparing the Ka acid dissociation constant of the weak acid with the base dissociation constant of the weak base. If Ka, the solution is acidic, and if Ka, the solution is basic. Remember, the scale is logarithmic, meaning each unit change represents a tenfold difference in the concentration of hydrogen ions H in the solution. So, a solution with a F of 1.0 has 10 times the concentration of H as a solution with a F of 2.0, and so on. I hope that answers your question. Let me know if you have any more or if there's anything else you'd like to discuss.
Yeah, what is a buffer solution?
Buffered solutions. They're pretty cool. A buffered solution is a solution that resists changes in its when small amounts are added to it. It's like having a bodyguard for your solution. Here are some key points about buffered solutions. 1. Buffered solutions are made by combining a weak acid or base with its conjugate salt or a buffer agent. 2. The weak acid or base component of the buffer can react with any added acid or base, preventing a significant change in F. 3. The conjugate salt or buffer agent helps maintain the stability of the F by providing additional ions that can react with the acid or base. 4. Buffered solutions are commonly used in various applications, such as in biological and chemical experiments. A specific is crucial. 5. They're like the superheroes of solutions, keeping the F levels in check and preventing drastic changes. 6. The effectiveness of a buffered solution depends on its buffer capacity, which is determined by the concentration of the buffer components and their ability to resist changes in F. 7. Buffers work best within a specific range, known as the buffer range, where the concentrations of the weak acid and its conjugate base are roughly equal. 8. If you add a small amount of acid to a buffered solution, the weak base component of the buffer will react with it, preventing a significant decrease in F. 9. Similarly, if you add a small amount of base to a buffered solution, the weak acid component of the buffer will react with it, preventing a significant increase in F. 10. Buffered solutions are like the peacekeepers of the world, ensuring that things stay balanced and stable. So, in a nutshell, A buffered solution is a special type of solution that can resist changes in pH, thanks to the presence of a weak acid or base in its conjugate salt or buffer agent. They're pretty handy when you need to keep the pH levels under control. Let me know if you have any more questions or if there's anything else you'd like to chat about.
Thank you so much, Annie, for giving me your precious time and precious answers. Bye.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure to help. Don't hesitate